and welcome back to How to Be Happy January. So today I'm doing something that is a little more, we're gonna call it shallow, although I don't think it's shallow. I literally think food has a huge part to play in your quality of life, obviously in your health and in your enjoyment. And I really have been passionate about eating healthy food for such a large chunk of my life. And honestly, just so many of you guys like grocery hauls and food and all of that. So I thought I would kind of break this up just by doing a haul. I haven't done a grocery haul in a while on my channel. And today, Dan and I made our way to Costco because my family is coming to town. So we picked up a lot of stuff that we would normally eat and a couple things that are just, like bigger Costco size that I might not normally get, but because we're gonna have more guests, I decided to pick it up and I thought it would be fun to share it with you because it's still something that I would eat because I'm eating it. Okay, let's hop right in. So first thing, oh, we got Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Yes. Okay. So first things first, I picked up this pack of golden kiwis. I love golden kiwis, and if you've never seen golden kiwis, they're literally just kiwis that the inside is gold. And they're so good, so delicious. I will say, make sure if you buy these from Costco to open up the box and check the inside first, because one time we got a whole box and it all ended up being mushy on the inside. But as a generalization, these are so good. Kiwis are obviously very high in vitamin C and all other kinds of vitamins and nutrients and minerals and all that jazz. So good. Okay, so next up, I got this cauliflower pizza. Let me tell you, I was at Costco maybe like 6 months ago and I saw this in the frozen section. Dan and I were going through kind of a low carb kick, which by the way, I am definitely not on that low carb kick anymore as of now. I can't say that I won't ever try it again, but it definitely made me more aware of the carbohydrates that I was consuming, but that's not like the diet, the way that I'm eating right now. So, but I asked you guys on Instagram if this stuff was good, and so many of you said, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So I bought it to try it out, and I can tell you this stuff is amazing. So if you didn't figure that out, it's a cauliflower pizza because the crust is actually a cauliflower crust. Now technically this crust is actually cauliflower and cheese kind of like mashed together, but it is so good. So if you are low carb and you're not like, I don't know, it's not like it's the healthiest option in the world, but it's a lower carb pizza. So I want to say it's got like half of the carbs of other frozen pizzas I was picking up in the aisles. So super good. I buy my zucchini and my yellow squash from Costco because it's organic and it comes in this big bag, and I like to take this and make noodles out of them. Actually, it's Dan that does that. I ask him to do it and he does it for me, but we make a lot of noodles. I will cut up squash and I always want to call it butternut squash, but I know that's not what it is. And I will stir fry it in the morning before I put some eggs on it so I can have squash in my eggs. I will chop up squash sometimes and add it to regular pasta if I'm doing like pasta noodles and not making this into pasta noodles. So many uses. I've seen people even like sheet this stuff instead of spiralize it and use it as lasagna noodles. I love this. Okay, next up, I got some organic raspberries. Oh, now I want one right now. I know I haven't washed. Come on, there we go. It's a little tart, but it's really good. This is from some farm called Hippie Organics, grown in Mexico. Be the difference, see the change. Non-GMO, USDA organic. I tend to eat raspberries pretty much by themselves. Like when I have breakfast in the morning, I'll have a side of raspberries, or lunch or dinner or after dinner. I just like to nosh on berries in general because they're so high in antioxidants, and antioxidants are obviously so great for your body. If you don't know what antioxidants are, they're literally, well, first off, they're what give fruits and vegetables their color. But second off, they actually help the cells from, like they stop them from oxidizing. They don't stop them, but they help to stop and slow down that process of oxidation within your cells. And so that's why they're called antioxidants. And so by consuming a lot of different colors, you end up getting like a wide array of antioxidants, which is great for your health and your immune system and keeping your cells healthy. So, berries. All right, next up, Costco has the absolute best Asian pears. I love them so much. And whenever I buy Asian pears other places, I'm always like mildly disappointed at how much they don't compare to the Costco Asian pears. If you don't know what Asian pears are, they are a hybrid of an apple and a pear. So they crunch kind of like an apple, a little softer than that, but they have kind of a pear taste, and people call them Asian pears or apple pears. And they're so good. They're so good. By the way, a side note, I just want to point out, the last time I did a Costco haul, which was about 8 months ago, a lot of people pointed out how much packaging and plastic and all of that is still used in general in food packaging, but specifically at Costco. And that's something that I'm aware of. And this is what I will say. I work harder all the time to try to learn how to do better in my life, how to improve different areas of my life. But the thing is, there's so many different areas that someone could improve upon in their life, in energy consumption, in waste, in diet, in how they love people and take care of other people, how they give back to other people. There are so many areas. So that's not a cop-out, but it's a process. And Dan and I have a lot of ideas and plans for our life and our future down the line to change certain habits through our life as we grow and evolve. But where we are right now in our life, I really like Costco. I get a lot of really great deals and great produce that's great for our health at Costco. So side note, speaking of Costco, back to Costco products, we picked up some organic cage-free eggs. It's a great deal, and we use these eggs not only to eat them for, breakfast, sometimes I have eggs for dinner, but also, I don't think this video is up yet, but Dan and I have started making our dogs their dog food. We call them their scoots. You like their scoots? Oh, you love your scoots. And I'm actually gonna have a video coming out just like all about our dogs in general, because we get so many questions about them. So I'm gonna put a video out about the dogs, and then I share the recipe of the food that we make for the dogs in that video. So we buy the eggs for us, for the dogs. I did learn on someone else's YouTube channel that these eggs are kind of false advertising. Apparently they're like not the best quality eggs. There's a website, I can't remember what it's called. If I can remember it, I'll put it right here, where you can actually check the quality of the eggs that you buy and consume, and these don't rate very well. But like I said, you work on doing things better. Everything's kind of a process. And I picked them up while we were there. So next up, I picked up something that I've never tried before, but I thought this would be fun for one of my families in town. And these are Annie's organic cheddar cheese smiles. They're really just like puffy Cheetos. I just thought that they looked good. There's not it's not great ingredients, but it's like pretty basic, and there's not a ton in here. And I think that this is a great example of, just making a better choice sometimes. Obviously, like in life, there's bad choices, there's a little bit less bad choices, there's decent choices, there's good choices, and there's great choices. And kind of like you fall on a spectrum, and you always want to aim for a little better. And I knew that my family would enjoy having snacks like this, and so would Dan. I'll probably like it too. I don't know, I'm not like a huge Cheeto fan by any means. In fact, I don't even know the last time I had Cheetos. I just saw it and I thought it would be fun to have on hand. And like I said, better than Cheetos. So we'll see how these taste. I don't exactly know, obviously. I just said that. I've never tried these. All right, and then I wanted to get a big bag of tortilla chips because I have tons of avocados and tons of salsa and other dips I'm gonna show you. So I figured that we should get some more regular chips on hand. I tend to eat a lot of the siete chips, but they come in small bags and they're really expensive. So I thought that this was a different good option. This is from a brand called Late July. They're sea salt by the seashore, multi-grain tortilla chips, and they add in chia, quinoa, millet, amaranth, and flax. So yeah, I feel like I've tried these before, but I don't remember them. When I saw them, I had this feeling like, I think I don't like those, but I don't remember trying them, so I don't know if I'm making them up. But they're vegan, kosher, no toxic persistent pesticides, no high fructose corn syrup, zero trans fat, no artificial colors or preservatives, and the ingredients are super basic. Organic whole ground corn, organic expeller pressed sunflower oil, blah, 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 chia seeds, millet. It's basic. So I'm excited to try these. All right, so we actually got a whole box of this rice, but Dan accidentally put it away, so I just pulled one out. This is from a brand called Village Harvest, and this is organic jasmine rice. Now we buy this not only to eat, it's kind of cool. I don't ever microwave it, but apparently if you just like tear a little vent at the top, you can microwave it. I tend to put it, I've made it once, but I put it on a pan when I made it. And so we eat this, but also we use this rice for the dog food that I was telling you that we make. So Dan's obsessed with this rice though. He says it's like the best instant rice that he's ever had. He eats rice a lot more often than I do, so I can't speak to that. But yeah, it's organic, non-GMO, and it's yummy. Oh, I love these so much. Costco has the best deal on mushrooms. I eat mushrooms all the time. I literally just put mushrooms in my chili the other night. I made it in my eggs yesterday morning, saute them up for tacos. I will have mushrooms just by themselves as a side. I'll saute them in red wine, maybe a little garlic. Like, I love mushrooms. I'll make mushrooms and put them on a sandwich. Honestly, other kinds of soups. It's just so good, and I love this big pack. You kind of have to eat them fast, so you pretty much either have to have a big family or be like a big consumer of mushrooms, which a lot of you guys comment that on my food videos often. Like, how do you eat all that food? We do. I mean, we throw away food an embarrassing amount, because honestly, to me, any amount is kind of embarrassing. But really, we don't throw away as much as I think you guys think we do. I eat so much produce. In fact, of the last, I don't even know, 10 times I bought a box of mushrooms this big, I think I've only had extra to throw away maybe one of those times. Every other time I clear the whole thing out like in days. I eat so much produce when I make a meal. So that's kind of the way that I think you should look at the produce when you have it, is not, and I know it's a budget thing depending on where you're at, but trying to see it more as how much produce can I fit into my diet, as opposed to like, how do I stretch this out? Because sometimes stretching out produce causes it to go bad, as opposed to just eating it when it's fresh and getting the nutrients and the benefit of it, of the produce you're eating. And like I said, I realize that that's not always possible for everyone with the budget that they're on, but that's the way that I approach my eating. I've always been very spoiled in the food department. Even when we were like dirt poor, I was still trying to make sure that I was allocating a good chunk of cash, what we could afford, to food, because I love food. All right, so I've never tried this. I didn't try it today either, but Dan tried it as a sample. And he said it was some of the best cheese he's ever had. This is La Gruyere, Switzerland. I don't know how to say it. Just some kind of cheese from Switzerland that's non-GMO. Cool. I picked this up because I think my family's gonna like this. I think we're gonna end up eating a lot of this when they're in town. This is the Sabra roasted pine nut hummus. I was so disappointed because when I got back from Israel, I realized how not good other hummus is outside of Israel. No, at least here compared to what I ate in Israel. But I do love hummus, and I've liked the Sabra brand when I've tried it before, but I've never tried this, so I can't fully speak to it. But I like hummus because it's high in protein. It's got a lot of good fats. I have extremely low cholesterol, so if you've never noticed this in my videos, I don't hold back on the fat, because cholesterol is linked to fat, like how much fat you're eating. At least that's one theory. And so I tend to eat a lot of fat. So I like hummus because it's got good fats in it. If you see fats as like good fats and bad fats, it's got good fats in it. Protein is just so good. All right, I think I've mentioned this before. Hydroponic butter leaf lettuce. Guys, I love butter leaf lettuce. First off, let me just say that it's my favorite lettuce. But second off, Costco has the best deal on butter leaf lettuce of anywhere I've ever been. You can go to Costco, at least in my town, and you can get 3 butter leaf lettuces for $4.99. Or you can go to a place like the Turnip Truck or Whole Foods and buy one of these, 1 butter leaf lettuce for $4.99. So not only is it my favorite lettuce, but it's an insane deal at Costco. So yeah. Okay, so I have a feeling we're gonna be eating a lot of salad when my parents are in town. So I bought this sweet kale 7 Superfood Salad. Dan and I used to buy this all the time. We haven't bought it in a while. And to be honest, when we bought it, we never actually used, it's like a little pack. There's dressing and there's, whatchamacallit, like dried cranberries and seeds. And we never used those. We've done that once and it was really good, but just the salad mix in here is so good. And it consists of broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, kale, chicory, don't really know what that is, dried cranberries, roasted pumpkin seeds, and then the poppy seed dressing. I just think we'll be eating this when my family is in town. We have a good array of salads, and honestly, that variety of greens is so good for you. Just in general, on a side note, if you're trying to get more greens into your diet, make sure you're mixing up the greens that you're eating, that you're not only consuming butter leaf or spinach or romaine, but that you're trying to get a variety, not only because variety is good for your health, but because I've actually read articles that have said that too much of one kind of green in general is actually bad for you, because there's a chemical, I guess, in the green that can build up in your body. So you're supposed to mix up your green intakes, not only to get a variety of nutrients, but also so that you don't build up on that one chemical compound that's in that green. All right, next up, I love this big tub of tomatoes. It's just really good. I personally like taking it and chopping the tomatoes even smaller and making a pico de gallo out of it. I actually did that in a video recently. I'll link it down below, in December, when I made 3 recipes. I made pico in there for my taco bar, and it's just good. There's nothing really special to say about these other than they're good. They're non-GMO. I don't believe these are organic, which is a little annoying, but they're greenhouse grown, super yummy, and I kind of alternate on organic produce in general. Like, I don't get everything organic all of the time yet. I just kind of see what's available, where I'm actually going, what I'm out of in my fridge, all that jazz. Okay, then we got something super unhealthy, but you know, peeps, sometimes if you love something, you gotta live a little, which is actually not solid health advice at all. I'm just making an excuse as to why we picked it up. We picked up queso. We got it not only for us, but also because my family's coming to town. And I have to say, this is the best queso I've ever had. It's so good. Dan picked it up from Costco once on a whim, and I was like, why'd you get that? He brought it home. I was like, wow, that's why you got that? It's so good. Sometimes happy food can be junk food, people. Also not solid health advice. All right, so I buy all of my onions from Costco. I like to buy onions in bulk because I have read over and over and over, you guys are gonna hate me, especially after showing you queso, that I'm like getting this nitpicky. Whatever, guys, it's all about balance, right? So I read many times that once you cut open an onion, it actually kind of pulls bacteria from the air. So supposedly you're not really supposed to reuse onions. So I like buying them in bulk from Costco because it's affordable. I can use an onion once and then get rid of the rest. And yeah, I like their sweet onions. They're delicious. Okay, we're down to my last 2 items. First off, avocados. I love avocados from Costco, not only because they're a good price, but they always turn out good. I've heard people complain about Costco avocados, like they're never ripe, but I've never had that problem because, in fact, today I actually purposefully bought them not ripe because I already have some ripe ones in my fridge. But they ripen so fast if you stick them in like a dark cupboard and just close the door, or in a brown paper bag. And they've ripened perfectly for me every single time. I will say it's false advertising. This brand's called Nature Ripe. Nature did not ripen these, but it's fine. And last but not least, lemons. Oh my gosh, we go through so many lemons. I put lemon in water. I squeeze lemon on my avocado toast every single time. I use lemon to make pico de gallo, other salsas, guacamole. We use lemon when we saute broccoli. We use lemon in our pasta. I use lemon in my soups. We use lemon just for so many things. So having a giant bag like this is amazing, and their lemons are really good. All right, guys, so that is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what we grocery shopped for, and I hope that you liked the video. So give this video a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you guys back here soon. All right, bye guys.